Welcome back to you, everyone. So, last week you had done several bits of shopping. Went to pick up Aurora's armor. Went to collect some more armor for the human members of the group. Uh, Graham was able to collect his candles from Professor Stone Snout, and you were also reminded that there is a dragon to the north that you are able to go and hunt. Um, Deciding to possibly pursue that, you did some research on dragons, both strengths, weaknesses, as well as if various members of the Crossblades had fought dragons previously. And you also had Fern inducted as a member of the Crossblades. So we leave off there. What would everybody like to do?
What time is it actually in game?
I believe it is late at night. In fact, you may have decided to go to bed for the day.
We did. We
okay,
so it's
Jeremy?
happening now. We went to bed for the day, and we're
Well, it's night. You can decide if you want a long rest or not.
okay. I think I'm going to long rest. I don't know if we have. When's the last time we did?
Literally the night before.
Oh, did we?
Adventure is adjusting to having a real human being.
Yeah. I'm not hurt.
Oh my
That's
god!
weird.
You know what's gonna happen? Fucking Kaido's gonna come down the stairs clutching his greatsword.
He did have the silvered weapons. Yep.
I'm sorry. What would you say, Ian?
You got your silver weapons.
Yes. Yes. Did we end up researching any dragon stuff?
You did a little bit of research using the Crossblade's own personal library, and were able to find out a little bit of information about dragons, but you weren't able to get a detailed overview of anything about dragons.
Okay.
Beyond that, they have killed several members of the Crossblades.
That's right. That's where I ended up. I ended up spending an hour soul bonding to that silver spear I had as my second weapon bond. Then yes, I'm just going to call it for the night. I'll go and take a long rest.
Okay. What would everybody else like to do?
I guess Graham's been working pretty hard getting the shrine set up, so he'll take an early night after doing some reading on the Crossblades history with dragons.
Okay. Oh,
If
and
next time we're talking about resting, we should do that and pick up in the morning, right? Unless somebody has a nighttime thing to do. I don't think Pipple does.
that does remind me, actually, I'd almost forgotten. Fiffle had gone and recruited some urchins to act as his eyes and ears on the
That's
street.
right.
Those are in my back pocket.
That's hilarious.
Like, we're going out of town on a dragon hunt.
His eyes and ears while he's gone.
Now, Fiffle did, in
Terrifying.
fact, offer to pay them 5 silver a week.
I did.
Ooh, that's gonna add up.
Yeah, well, we'll have to keep tabs on that. That's why I only hired 3 urchins. At that kind of rate, they can get expensive fast.
And
But you got to pay them, otherwise they'll stab you in the back, little kids.
that, and they can split it amongst themselves.
Well, I think, was it 5 silver each, or was it 5 silver for the lot of them? Yeah.
So it's 50 silver a week for those 3.
So, yeah.
Guys.
2 weeks, and that's a gold. But yes,
Wait,
you
2
have.
weeks?
Is it? How much is a gold? Silver?
No, gold's 10. Gold's 10 silver, is it not?
Hold on, did I do my math wrong? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's like
Maybe
3
I'm
gold
really
every 2
crazy.
weeks.
Gold is more silver than that. I don't
Well,
know.
to be fair, the urchins don't know how to do math properly.
Well,
so-
clearly
It's-
not
Well,
a
I bet you they
so-
fucking do.
It's 10 silver equals a gold.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So at 15 silver a week,
So that's half a gold a week. That's actually a very high salary.
a gold and a
It's-
half a week. Jesus.
Yeah. So after 2 weeks, it's paying 3 gold. So these urchins are actually making bank.
These urchins they're making more than us.
They better
Well, let's not
appreciate
say that.
the
You
salary.
guys are.
I mean, I could probably still afford that, but at that rate of pay, that's gonna like dictate the amount of danger that they find themselves in.
Well, we'll see
It's
if.
gonna be
I can't wait for like the random session to start. Is like, so you didn't hear from your urchins. Piffle goes to look for his urchins and finds their bodies scattered around the alleyway.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna be a matter of time before we Dave the urchins, isn't it?
Say the point here, huh?
Okay. But yeah,
I feel like sacks.
did Fern had anything that she wanted to do before bunking down, or
No, she was just reading those adventure novels, so she'll probably do that for a bit and then go to bed.
okay? So yeah, you're able to read the first book, get started in the second one. Uh, also with Hank there with the reading the first book. Okay, so you awaken in the morning. Pretty cold out. You notice the fire is going, but outside the window you see that late at night there was a slight coating of snow. Winter is definitely coming in.
We have our winter stuff from the.
Winter's coming? Oh no.
The majority of you do. Sans 1 to 2 members of your group.
I don't have any winter clothing.
Sans 3 members of your group.
Oh shit.
Wait, weren't you in the?
I technically don't have any winter
I thought was Kaido in the gauntlet?
I
We've got
wasn't.
money left. We could just go buy some proper winter gear.
We definitely like journeyed through the wilds for a while, but I may have just been shivering the whole time.
You bought winter gear from the back of a cart.
It was probably a grave robber.
That
winter gear.
he did ask that you ask no questions about where it came from, and promised that it was
Legit.
What did these people die from? The cold.
Ah, yes.
Capitalism.
Shitty fur coat.
Yeah, let's go get some winter gear then.
Yeah, let's do
Imagine
it.
I meant that literally when I wrote shit.
okay.
I would like to buy a scarf for my sword because it gets cold at night.
We should probably buy more rations if we're actually going to be going after a dragon out in the field.
True. I like the way you think.
I do like eating.
I also support buying enough rations for the journey and then forgetting about rations for the duration of the journey.
Yeah,
Also
actually, that
true.
sounds ideal.
Also true.
I will attempt to remember to ask you to reduce rations once a day for everyone. But that being said, you did actually during the gauntlet go out and do hunting, because you had to leave the rations behind.
Ah, yes.
Really thought you were going to say. That being said, everyone detect 5 rations.
All of you have been starving for months.
Eat.
All your ability scores have been reset.
No, you've been eating. The little bit of money that Jackson and Jimmy bring in have been covering your food budget.
As Lena, since you can cook, can you make us rations or no? Is it only snacks?
She can probably make better stuff in the field than we were having.
Our own
Oh,
rations.
nice.
And probably a well-cooked meal would last longer than just rations and stuff.
Rations could
Quite the
be
opposite.
made.
Would it?
Yeah.
We
Well, I mean, in
just
terms of
order
being in your
ingredients
stomach.
in bulk to our kitchen and just crank out our own rations because
I mean, in terms of being in your stomach, like you actually eat a good meal instead of just like,
Sustenance food.
yeah. And that
Since I'm
in that way.
Outlander, I can also find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day,
Ooh, handy.
Ooh.
provided
save
that
us
the
some
land
effort.
offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. So,
Yep.
if we're going out, wherever.
Incidentally, there's 5 of us.
Small games.
I
In a
wouldn't worry
camp.
about rations then. Well, just in case, maybe.
Yeah, maybe bring some.
Oh yeah. Okay, so can we tell Mario that during his absence, I burned down the city with a fireball?
You want to make his day? Yeah, sure.
Oh, tell him he's also in jail and Sir Gail's ready to execute him for the
I
murder.
want-
of the
He'll be
Duke.
like, that's fine. And like, they took your spell book. He'll be like, Ian, where do you live? I'm gonna come fucking murder you.
He knows where I live. He's
Well,
been
he
here.
knows where he lives.
Ian, remind me where you live so I can go fucking murder you.
Yeah, just tell him that. Yeah, you're in prison and your spellbook's been confiscated for the murder of the Duke. And he'll come in next week. Is like, I did not do
I
it.
will kill.
I did not do it. You used a fireball in front of the entire order of the yard to kill the Duke. What do you mean you didn't do
It
it?
said, call, and I quote, call the Duke, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
That's your biggest weakness, being honest.
oh God, hold up. And then the fucking Count of Drindir show up. It's like, I want him executed.
That's true.
Confessed to bombing the mansion on purpose.
That's true. I mentioned earlier, but yeah, Fern doesn't actually know what happened to Drindir. I'm sure, like, she's
It's probably for the
gotten.
best.
Now, Fern, this would have been kind of biggish news. So you would have heard it occurred. Maybe not all the details though, but yeah, you heard the Count's manor blew up, or burned down, or something happened to it.
It was a calculated smoke out.
Yes, much in your same way as your controlled burn.
Yes.
I mean, I provided the material.
And I provided the fireball, and we were done.
And Lucy
And the
provided the
cat
yellow.
didn't provide the control.
And Graham lost that and Graham lost that battle with
Yeah, Graham lost 1d4 years off his life.
Oh, God.
yes, he
That was
did.
so good.
Well, all right.
So I assume the course of action is winter clothing,
Yes.
rations, and off.
Okay.
For inevitable death or glory.
Did we want to do any more research at the library about dragons, or are we good, you think?
We didn't get a lot that was super concrete, did we?
We did. I don't know. I
No.
didn't do research.
You got a little bit of information.
Yeah, I would say we should make a library day. I mean, I've got some stuff I want to be studying regardless.
Okay. All right. So, what are you doing first?
Are dragons considered magical? In this case,
Well, you have to go and research that one.
would you get more information from the regular library or the Magic Academy?
You'd have to go and find out.
I think it would be the Magical Academy. What can I use my Arcana to see? Just thinking.
Yeah, make a history check in this case.
Can I D4 myself?
Yes.
I'll give you advantage. Graham's also trained in history, I think. Let me double check that before I say that. I've got 2 PCs, and they've got some but not full overlap.
This is my new sword.
Ooh.
Spiky.
I do have history.
Okay.
All right. Otto, yeah. Dragons are considered to be magical creatures. And thus you would expect any information concerning them to be at the Starwell Academy.
Okay, I'm going to Star Wars Academy.
Okay.
Should I go get? Should we split up? You guys go do research, and I'll go get. winter
I
stuff
think
for
that
you
would
guys?
take us months, wouldn't it?
Well, the Starwell Academy is located in Talva, right here.
Oh.
Now,
For
you've been to
weeks.
Talva.
Oh, I meant what about this one? Isn't there one here?
There is,
There
in
a
fact, a
local one?
university. Yep.
Yeah.
They
We
have
don't
a
time for someone to
minor.
get a degree, guys.
Yeah.
Even a certification. I mean,
We don't have time.
Time for you to lead, not to read.
Like
You just
that.
have to go through that intense
No,
3-day
you
training
need to
course
do
to be
something.
dragon certified.
we can take care of that without any schools being involved. You just come see good old Mickey Rat Sauce.
Mickey Rat Sauce.
Mickey Rat Sauce is the most credentialed person in the fucking party.
Yeah.
He needs to be.
My question is Graham and Otto, are they like really big into dragon history, but not like in a weird way?
So if we're gonna do this,
Well, what are you doing first?
so I guess we can. I assume the academy would also, or the university would also have like creature stuff.
We can take a look.
Yeah, I'll go take a look and ask.
Okay. Otto's going to head to the academy. What is everybody else doing?
I'll go too.
Okay.
Yeah, Graham is also gonna head that a ways.
All right, is everybody just going to the academy, or did Fiffle and Kaido want to do anything?
Do we not need those winter clothes, rations? Do you guys want me to go just cop that for the rest of the party here?
I mean, if you want to go grab them,
We're gonna
while we
need
do
them
research.
eventually, but we need to do more studying first.
I mean, if he wants to grab those while we do that, okay.
I should go with them. I have a really good Arcana. I should
Biffle's
probably go
pretty
with you guys.
sure that he knows everything there is to know about dragons, and he's going to go on the pick up the clothing run and tag
Okay.
along on.
All right, yeah, we'll go do that.
All right. Well, then we will start with. We'll start with the clothes run. So, Fiffle and Kaido are heading to get winter clothing. Where would you like to go?
Equivalent of REI, the outdoor clothing store here in Vaxfall.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation roll to see if you can find the equivalent of REI.
I'll assist you.
Damn it! It's a 24, but my D&D Beyond is not up. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Extension.
I mean,
Hold on. We'll just roll it again. D&D Beyond 20. No, it is on. Oh, you did get it. There it is. 24.
yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, 24 is great. So, Kaido, you go to the market district. You and Fiffle head to the market district. Look around. You actually find the tailor you had gone to earlier to get fine clothing to head to, the gala.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the elven woman there, the cousin of Idolith. You just see her, through the window, and she is hanging up on some kind of basic wooden mannequins, thick winter clothing.
Perfect. Good morning. We are looking for your best garbs of the winter variety.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps your second best garbs at
Yes.
a steep discount.
Well,
So
it's...
we're with the crossblades, and we'll need a steep discount.
Well, yes, I remember clothing, getting your clothes ready for your excursion to the gala. I hope that went well.
Oh yes, my clothes were extremely fine.
Ah,
Yes.
Perfect. Well,
Says
I do...
that right here, fine clothes.
Yes. I actually do have some good winter gear if you're interested.
Very interested. Yes.
Okay. She pulls out a heavy fur cloak and coat. It also has a toque. It has goggles, gloves, boots, really anything you could think of. It's like fur lined, very soft, very comfortable. Putting it on, it's very warm. You figure this could get you through snow without too much trouble.
Yeah, this looks good.
That looks great. How much?
It's 10 gold.
So how much of this do I need to withstand winter? Maybe just the
A 10 gold's worth, dude.
Well, this
Let's
is
put it
all
this way, you're gonna
sold
freeze to death.
together.
What, six sets of these in these sizes? Piffle hands him a list of. He thrusts a wrinkled piece of paper at him with a list.
Does our wolf also need a scarf or something? Goggles? Maybe we should get goggles for
I mean,
our...
it is a wolf. Goggles might be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
goggles.
cute.
One pair of
on the-
goggles for the wolf. A scarf for my sword. I'm weapon bonded, so I need to take good care of it.
Okay. Well, I suppose I have your measurements already. So you need enough winter clothing for the entirety of your party?
Plus
Yeah.
a sword and a wolf, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will throw the scarf and the wolf's goggles in for free.
Good.
So she pulls out. Let's see here. It's going to be Graham, Otto, Kaido, Lucian, Fiffle, and Fern. So that's going to be 60 gold.
Okay.
So she gets out these big, thick coats, boots, gloves, hats, scarves, cloaks, goggles, everything you could think of to survive in the winter. And she pushes it forward, and she also has a wolf-sized pair of goggles and
Nice.
a scarf. A long
sword-sized scarf.
A
Okay,
long
good.
red scarf that could easily be wrapped around a sword.
Perfect.
So 60 gold, please.
60 gold. All right, Piffle, I have 20. That is all the money I have in the world. I would put
Send
down
the bill to
20.
the crossblades, please.
Oh, yes. I like that. Put
Well,
it on our
I-
tab.
Oh,
You
for
don't
God's
have a
sakes.
tab.
I
I need the
mean-
money now.
Let's open up a tab.
We don't do
Okay,
tabs
so,
here.
I mean, can we do that? Can we just I mean, because we're
An IOU.
organization in the city. I mean, you can just send us a bill. Our
I would
treasurer
need
will-
some collateral.
Collateral. I can leave my greatsword there.
Oh, you asshole.
I will give her my greatsword, my two-handed sword.
How much
Well,
is that
also-
sword worth?
It's silvered. So right off the
And
bat, 100 gold right there.
I can't really sell a sword. I would need something else.
I will also put the silvered spear on.
So this is a clothing store. We don't deal with weapons.
Fuck. It's the only thing I can weapon bond back to myself after I leave the shop.
I
Piffle
already knew
says,
what you were
okay,
doing.
here's 6 gold, okay, and you can send the bill for the rest of the crossblades.
I will also match with 20 gold. 26 gold. Okay.
How
6 gold.
about you take
got
2 sets of winter gear, and when you have the remaining gold, you can come back to me.
All right, hold on. There's a way. There's a roll here that's going to help us.
Yeah.
Or if you have any magic
Piffle's gonna
items,
attempt
like
to,
she
Piffle's
looks
gonna
at
attempt to
Kaido's
persuade.
boots.
Piffle's gonna say, "Hey, look, the Crossblades are an extremely reputable organization, and you
I'm
know
gonna
that when
advantage.
you have a problem, and you know, I'm not remembering it.
Are you implying the
If
Crossblades
you
is
need
the A
help.
team?
That you can call the Crossblades, okay? You know that, right?
Yeah. I want to give
Rightfully
advantage as
imprisoned.
well here.
Well,
So-
Crimes they absolutely did commit.
So send us the bill, and our treasurer will settle up with you.
okay. Go
That's
ahead,
what it
roll
does.
persuasion. Yeah, Rami, if you wanted to do if you wanted to help him with that, you'd actually have to
Yes,
say
I'd
something.
probably say something along the lines of, "Have you heard of the serial killer that's been going around?"
I feel like how this is starting off, I probably should give Fiffle disadvantage.
Have you heard of the serial killer that's been around?
Do you know how murderable you are?
We took care of
Fiffle.
that serial killer.
Have you heard about the serial killer who's no longer going around?
No.
I was hoping you'd say no. Exactly. You're welcome.
Well, unfortunately, now if you had some magic items and she looks at Kaido's boots, I mean, those would work.
Listen, I don't like this lady. I think we could go to a different place. She's looking at my boots.
Well, this is just as collateral. I don't want to keep them forever.
I
This
should have
is
weapon bonded to my boots. Fuck.
If you just have the money, I can, give you the clothing. I could even set it aside for you in
This is
anticipation.
not about the money.
Maybe we could use your urchins. Quick, call them. All right.
Let's see.
Let me see what kind of tricky shit I could do here.
Can you at least tell me that
You could take
Hey.
out your wallet and put the exact number of gold for the exchange on the
I don't
counter
have it, Graham.
and walk away with your
Can you-
product.
For the
I don't-
record, Piffle does, but this is not about the money. It's about- he wants him to send us the bill. He doesn't
I
want to
would-
fill out an expense report, okay? That's what this is about.
I'd like to lean over the counter,
Okay.
all right, and usher her over. I slowly take out my ID badge.
Okay.
I knew it was coming eventually, and I
I
can't
open it
believe
and I slide it
Like a
across
car
the
crash.
table, and I tell her, "Listen, this will get you in a lot of doors. This is my collateral. It's worth 1,000 gold
What's
in
it
some
for?
areas.
What is this? It's an ID badge for.
For everything." And as I say everything, I look out the window and I do this everything, right? Kind of
Right.
like Simba and Mufasa, that whole entire everything the light touches scene. I put a hand on her shoulder and I say, "This will be enough. Give us the clothes, take the badge. We'll come back for it later."
Do you wave your hand in a...
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God, why do I keep doing persuasion? I suck at it.
I mean, you literally try to
I'm good
persuade
at
her.
it.
Ow, I hate it.
Well, you are with
You
Fiffle.
do
Wait, you have
Fiffle with
Piffle
you,
right
but I
there. You
kinda-
got the halflings locked. Do it again.
It might be better to just let this ride.
No, never again.
No, re-roll that, my guy. There you
Hey guys,
Okay.
did you get the winter clothes? No, we got sent to jail.
go.
All right.
You know what? Gail's gonna be waiting, and he's like, "So, who did what?"
There's even odds that Piffle ends up in jail every time he leaves the house.
I'm all for a prison arc.
Okay. Oh, she takes the badge. Oh, why didn't you say so? Here. She hands over the 6 sets of basically other winter clothing.
My ID badge. Thank you so much. we
It worked the one time you didn't flash it.
The one time where I traded it. Fuck. Okay,
You know,
I
like
should
you
have
know how
weapon bonded to it.
you know how those games have the item trading thing to get like the best item at the end of it. That's literally what you just
The
started.
exchange of
Yeah,
deals.
yeah, this was the beginning of it.
One
Thank
red
you
Give you
so
paper.
my
much.
winter coat for that +3 great sword. I'll give you this +3 great sword for that
We will
silver
be
ore.
back.
That silver ore.
Okay.
We will be back for the ID badge. Please keep it safe. Is there a chance she's going to sell this, or is this like a pawn shop?
This is a tailor shop.
Clothing store.
Right, but she's trading things, so let's call a spade. It's a pawn shop.
She's working
right?
with us. We can't trust her.
Is there a chance you're going to be selling this ID badge, or is this purely collateral? This is going to go underneath.
I
This is
didn't
very
have
special
any
to me.
intention.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'll put the scarf over my sword, and I'll collect everything, and I'll start heading back to. On this Piffle, you want to do something else?
What are you're giving her the ID badge for collateral?
Yeah, it worked.
That's gonna work.
It
Good
worked.
enough. Good enough.
Yeah, but that ID
That can be
badge. We have to
returned
come back.
either to you or to the Crossblades when they receive payment. So as I was saying, now that you have some collateral, send the bill to the Crossblades, please.
Why?
HQ.
I mean, this
Kara,
looks like
what?
no. This looks like you'll be getting it with the Order of the Yard. So I was going to send the bill to them.
Huh?
Well, your ID badge. It says like you're a member of the government. So I was just going to send the bill to like the Order of the Yard or the Duke.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, that
that's
works.
actually better.
That's a great
They'll
idea.
definitely
Oh my
pay for it.
fucking
We're
God,
gonna-
no.
So, go ahead and-
That's better. Now everything works.
All right,
even
I'm gonna
better
go
than
LARP Graham. I'll be back. I need alcohol to
Great,
deal with
no,
these
that's good.
fuckers.
I either have to figure out how I'm going to get this ID badge, or Piffle, I need you to put your master craftwork skills back on.
They're defrauding the government by billing the police.
Yeah, no, that's good.
All right,
Wait.
Do a new ID badge.
Before we leave, maybe we could put more on the bill.
Oh God.
Please don't.
Come on, it worked. What else do you have for sale here?
I am familiar with pushing my luck, and
I am too.
this is probably.
This is pretty extreme.
I'm just saying.
We're good?
I think we're okay for now.
All right, if the halfling says this is a bad idea, then I'm leaving.
All
Never
right.
mind. Thank you so much
Finally,
for your services.
Finally, you're using some common sense.
We've
God.
been here for at least an hour, and we're not in jail yet. I
And
think
we
we've
walked
done
away
well.
with everything for free.
And we walked away with everything we wanted. So
But the ID badge, it's all right. I'll have to deal with it. All right, thank you so much. I'm gonna collect everything before she changes her mind. On my way out, I'm gonna look at a pair of sunglasses, but I'm gonna tell myself, no, we're good, and then I'll just keep going out.
And then we will cut to the rest of the party over at the Academy of Natural and Magical Science. You've been to the campus a few times before, so really the only difference is everyone's bundled up now in their own winter clothing. Maybe not 10 GPs worth, but good enough. So,
Okay.
on the campus, what would you like to do?
I am going to ask about, I guess, where they keep anything dragon related. Anything like literature based. I can.
Okay. Go ahead and make an
Research?
investigation roll.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay. Yep.
Can I deform myself before I do that?
This is going to take a little while, so no. This is basically you asking people for this information.
Okay, and that's investigation, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Let me make sure I took. Okay, that's off.
All right.
Ray.
Yeah, you're able to find an associate professor, having, talked to a few students, talked to a few staff. You eventually find the professor is just like,
We've already paid for stuff it costs.
are you, that's a little suspect. I mean, are you sure? We have a little bit of information on that, but you're probably going to want to, the dragon stuff isn't a problem, but like, Talva's going to have the main library on that, but we do have a library here that might have what you need.
Yeah, can we, like, if it's not a hassle?
I mean, normally it's only open for students or for associate professors, and staff. I mean,
Mm, is this like is that for like everything?
well, if you knew somebody on the staff who could vouch for you, if you're helping them with research or they're helping you with research, I mean, you could. Do you know
Is
anybody on staff?
Didn't we
I
know someone
know.
we met with?
I
I
can't
do know
remember.
that professor. Is this the same group that had the necromancy professor?
Yes, it is.
Graham will mention.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're helping him or the like, then I just need to get, permission. Well, technically, he would need to come with you and
Oh,
just.
is this trying to get restricted access?
This is just the library for the. This is the library for the university, and they just mentioned it's not really open for public. It's open for people who are associated with the university itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, the necromancy guy is the one that gave Fiffle his pet rat, right? If I'm trying to remember way back.
Yep, and he also gave
Yes.
Lucian a pet crow, I think.
I mean, what's a pet dragon for this guy, right? And pet whatever else we can find. Yeah, let's see if he can get us access.
All right. Well, you know where his office is.
Yeah.
So you head to the office. Door's closed, but you hear somebody inside.
We'll knock on the door.
The moment the door opens. Oh, Crossblades again. Yes, how can I help you?
We're trying to get access into the restricted section for some dragon research and some other stuff. We need somebody to vouch for us.
This isn't. Oh,
Could
you
you
mean
do
this
that?
library? Yeah. Well, I mean, my research is focused not on dragons, but on necromantic research.
We maybe you could make one of those neato dragon pets like you did for the rat for Fiffle.
The rat and the raven are vastly different than an undead dragon. This is simply. This isn't even. This is the barest amount of necromantic research to make these. To do any necromantic research on a dragon would be a tail taller.
I'm trying to think of the word I'm thinking here for this guy. Has it been done before?
Yes.
How long ago?
I think the last time was when the Arwellan Empire was here, and let me tell you something. They stopped for a reason. Undead dragons are dangerous. Just imagine a lich and imagine a dragon, and then shove them together, and you have an idea of what it's about.
What's the smallest thing that you could actually necromantically rebirth or would be willing to?
Uh, Small animals, rats, ravens, squirrels, maybe with a little bit of effort, a raccoon and about that size.
I'm visibly confused. I can understand a dragon maybe being a bit much, but why not go bigger than a raccoon?
Well, the spells to do so are easily accessible. The problem is that you do need to keep casting the spell over and over again to keep the creature, the undead, reanimated. These smaller creatures can be done permanently, semi permanently, without much effort on my part. I can simply cast a spell, have it be alive to an extent, and then let it be.
Hmm. Now I know nothing about necromancy other than what he just explained to me. Like, couldn't you like infuse like some kind of object to continually reanimate the or continue the reanimation of the animal or thing permanently?
Uh, Maybe something along that lines would be very difficult to create. The other issue is experiments in that regard have gone wrong and have tended to create additional reanimation. I guess the other thing is where you reanimate a person or a creature, you could simply end the spell using an object to permanently anchor that undeath to this realm, that is less easy to simply remove via, just dropping the spell or even a counter spell or dispel. It's an area that's pushing the legality of necromancy. But theoretically, yes, it could be done, and experiments have been done to do that. Why are you so interested in making an undead dragon, anyway?
We have someone not here. I think he's trying to buy winter clothes, and I like face palm. That wants to go dragon hunting,
Okay.
and I would like to actually be safe about when he gets really bad ideas
Fair.
about reanimating a dragon and be ahead of the curve to stop him from giving Graham a heart attack.
I mean,
Wait,
if he
you're-
asks me, I'm just gonna say no.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, reanimating a dragon is something that can be done by a wizard powerful enough to do that, and those kinds of wizards only appear once in a century or two. As far as I'm aware, anybody studying necromancy in this age isn't going to be able to resurrect a dragon.
Also, face palm that I was talking about, like Kaido probably wanting to reanimate a dragon, by the way.
Only if he hears about this, which he must never do.
Can I just cut to Kaido just sneezing while he's holding? I think somebody's talking about it.
My
I was just
ears?
thinking, I was like, well, thankfully we don't have a wizard that's capable of reanimating a dragon in the party.
It's true. God.
We'll just cast suggestion. I suggest you reanimate the dragon for me.
So I'm going to Sir Otto, I should just tell you, reanimating a dragon is a very complex procedure. It's going to take a lot of material components that are going to be consumed. They're very expensive. It's going to take a lot of time. It is going to take a vast quantity of magical knowledge and experience to make this occur properly. And the other thing is, if you lose control of this dragon, it's going to come after you.
Mm-hmm. Would you? He said expensive. That's already out the window. I mean,
God,
you
I
didn't
wish
wanna
I
pay
was
for
there. I would
clothes. Out of
egg
character,
this
you didn't
on.
want to pay. Out of character, you didn't want to pay for clothes, let alone a dragon.
You hear that, Graham? He said you're
Don't
not
even want
strong
to pay
enough.
cost for clothes. We already get the discount. Just stop being cheap. And putting the bill to the order of the fucking yard.
Hey, you don't know about that. All right? For all you know,
You know
we
how
paid
I'm gonna
for it and we
find
did
out when they
great.
come to the door and go, "Hey, we got some questions for you."
But until then, Graham is going to be very happy with us. He's going to think we're responsible.
Why
Till
would he
then-
be happy with you like ever?
We give you a reason to
Generally.
drink.
I don't know if he wants a reason to drink.
I don't know. He carries a giant jug of like alcoholic beverages with him at all times. I think
It's
he
a
wants
hip
to drink.
flask, and he needs that to survive you.
We give you a reason to escape. You're welcome.
So, what about just general like dragon research? Because we are going to go look for the where is it?
If you're interested in just hunting dragons as opposed to reanimating one, I could perhaps put you in touch with a professor who deals with exotic beasts.
That
Would
might be
this also include a hydra, perhaps?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Can you put us in touch?
All right.
Is there
Go to this-
anything we can get for you, like for this assistance, like if we see it in our travels?
If you found anything related to necromantic research, even if I already know about it, it's good to have it just for my records. And even uncovering anything new would definitely be a big help to me, especially because this necromantic research here pales in comparison to anything at Talva.
Okay, yeah, you guys want to definitely.
I reckon we might be able to help with that.
Yeah.
It would behoove us. And frankly, all roads seem to be coming through the academy these days. I'd like to
Write it out.
see if maybe we could apply for membership sometime, and maybe this will be a foot in the door.
Let's see here.
So what's this guy's name?
God, I said it so long ago.
We're just gonna call him Necromancer.
Thank you for not being like, yeah, good question, Graham. What is this guy's name? You're the one who's dealt with him. And I'd be like, shut up. You're
there. I just put his.
bad
I
from
just
the
put
wizards.
You know what? We can worry about it later. I just put him as Necromancer Bob.
It's in my notes. I gotta go and look them up.
I
My
put
notes.
I put it in the Google Docs as Necromancer Bob.
Fair enough. Now, if you find any information, the Arwellan Empire had experimented with a volatile liquid substance known as necropher. And if you were to find any information concerning this, that would actually be a big help.
Did we find any info about that in that first Arwellan ruin we went to? Because I remember them mentioning necropher.
Technically in the second one, yes.
Second. But do we have like actionable information or resources about that?
You
That's the one
have.
under the bakery, right?
Yes, it is.
Didn't this academy actually get priority to go into that bakery?
Yes, they were the people studying it.
So we can tell them that we saw mention of this under the ruins under the bakery that the academy is actually taken possession of for studying.
Yes, well, I'm aware that occurred. In fact, I did see a necropher containment tank that had exploded. The problem is the necropher itself had seemed it basically dried up. It's a liquid. It doesn't stay as it is for however many hundreds of years. If you could find a fresh sample of it, which may be a little difficult, but if it was maintained in storage or containment and had not been exposed to air, it probably would remain useful to my experiments.
Well, the least we can do is look.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out.
Long shot, but no lead on that, right?
You could probably find it in Arwellan ruins. I mean, with the scouring, they always bury them. I mean, finding them happens once every couple of decades. In fact, with these books you've brought back, we've been able to find numerous small sites, but mostly just single rooms or things of that nature. Nothing like a full lab, but we are still looking.
If you see a full lab, let us know.
If you've got the authority to pass that information on to us, we're getting to be practiced at finding and exploring those ruins, especially when they're hazardous.
Well, I'm not in charge of the archaeology. Yeah, I'm not in charge of the archaeology department. My understanding is you've been meeting with various professors of that, but I was under the impression you had a deal with them in order to be first dibs on clearing them out if they were discovered.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
I remember
Still
that.
in effect.
Well, I would recommend reaching out to them, but as far as I'm aware, there's a suspected lab somewhere in Talva, or at least close enough to Talva.
It sounds like something to do while we're here.
Yep. We have to head up to Talva for the dragon anyway.
I don't know. But anyway, so he gives you the directions for the professor that you're going to want to reach out to, who deals with any exotic beasts and the like.
Mm-hmm.
And he sends you to that part of the lab.
All right. Let's go visit the
First time and go on our way.
Yeah, let's go visit this.
Well, it wasn't that easy. We got all the information we needed, and nobody's gonna face arrest. Just thought I'd say that for some reason.
At this moment, I would like Kaido to just sneeze and be like, God, I don't know why, but fuck Graham. I'm just can't pinpoint it.
Meanwhile,
but Jesus,
Carter
fuck
Webb is
that
running
guy.
to the academy to say you need to get Kaido out of jail. Why? You paid for your
Why?
clothes with a forged badge. What?
Fuck.
I would never violate the integrity and trust, like he chokes up a little. The order of the yard is placed in the cross blades. And Grimm's just like, yeah, they're back there.
All right. So the professor he told you is going to be Professor Doman Boneback, who is a
Boneback?
Yep.
Okay.
Bone back mountain.
I knew you were gonna make that joke. I don't know why I knew it was
It was
you.
there. It was right there.
You know what? It's early enough. I think I'm going to change that last name.
You ruined it for everyone, Rami.
He sends you to Professor Doman Steelbane.
Sounds like my father in Thanksgiving all the time. You ruined it for everyone again. I'm sorry.
Professor Steelbane.
Carved up perfect like mist.
Yes, crossing out the original name, he's like, oh no, he retired.
Was it Professor?
There'd be Doman Steelbane.
Damn, I wish there was another innuendo I could make right on the fly, but no.
So you just had to let it ride for a bit until it was too ingrained in the setting to change.
Steelbone. Got it.
We found out that he was using a fake ID, so now it's no longer Mr. Bonemy.
Arriving at the area of the university, you see the professor there, having just finished a lecture. It is a dwarven man, bald on top with long braided brown beard, little thin wireframe glasses, just holding a bunch of books and notes. Sees you approach. Aye, what you want? Come on, visit. Don't waste my time.
Hang on, I was getting to it.
Morning. You're the expert on the local megafauna, your magical beasts and whatnot.
Aye, yes, that's me.
We're looking for some information specifically on the dragon. What was the location? I'll give him the location. That's up there.
It's, you were told it was north of Silsanus.
Yeah, and the potential of locating a Hydra.
Oh.
I know they were before they were brought over. I think it was the Arwellan Empire. They were like an invasive species.
Yes. Yeah, Hydra are non-native to Viderheim, and they were brought by Arwellans. And despite the cold, they actually thrived, especially in the north by the Hot Springs region. So you'll tend to see them up north by Elsie, in between Elsie and Rarekin, towns and cities known for their hot springs. As for dragons, I have heard rumor of saw a dragon up north Silsanus, where you mentioned. I was actually going to be putting together a team to head north. The only problem is dragons, while fun to... Let's say they're good to learn about, but the actual learning is dangerous and difficult.
Well, it's part of what brings us here. We're members of an adventuring guild of slow but growing repute.
Hmm?
We won the gauntlet the other month. You might have heard of that.
Yeah, the Crossblades. Yep.
That's us, and we're looking to go hunting after some sort of young adult or juvenile dragon in that area, and figured it'd behoove us to learn as much as we could about him before we go get ourselves in.
Okay, well, that's a good idea. Now, information about this specific dragon is limited. As far as I could hear, a few villages have been attacked here or there, but peasants aren't exactly dragon experts, so they haven't been able to get to me a great deal of information. But I can get you the basics on dragons and what we know about them.
That would be.
I would thank you
that'd be
kindly
great.
for that if now's a good time.
Might as well if you're heading up north to find out about it.
And if you're pulling a group together, maybe we could
Cut to
combine
Piffle's
forces.
internal
We
monologue.
certainly got
I
the
wonder
muscle
if
if you
dragons
got the
bite.
know-how.
Wait, what was that, Jeremy?
I said, Piffle's internal monologue appears in a corner of the screen. I wonder if dragons bite.
The
I have minutes of research into this.
Now, the first thing you need to know about dragons is they have a tendency to bite.
All right. Write that down.
I did dragons bite.
Now, the other thing, so I don't actually have the funds to get a group up north. It's expensive. As it turns out, hunting dragons is dangerous, and people who go dragon hunting tend to be paid a lot of money.
Write that down too, guys.
That seems important.
One detail.
Of course, if you're going dragon hunting, getting the parts. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is dragons have a tendency to gather together hordes of wealth. Now, this may be, I don't, it's an odd way to describe it, but generational wealth, where they could, the children of dragons could, when their parents die or perhaps even
The
leave.
dragons are the real bourgeoisie.
But they also collect wealth, and they can range out very far, so they can definitely attack from a far distance. The younger the dragon, the less the distance, but we definitely keep it. It's just something to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon
Where do they tend to try to make their lair? In mountains?
depends on the dragon. Some dragons will make their lair in caves. Red dragons will like to go up high in mountains, like you suggested. Blue dragons are, I believe, sea. No, those are the deserts. I'm sorry. There's ones that will go in the ocean, some that will go in swamps, forests, all over.
Based on the range and area, assuming he has a convenient map of Viderheim up on the wall,
Yep.
I'll kind of gesture at the area Stone Snout suggested he would be in. And prior history, any guesses what kind of color we might be dealing with?
Well,
I think
let's
the money
see.
was on red.
All right. Now, if they're north of Silsanus, and so I would say in this area or this area, you have a small mountain range here, as a forest here. I'd put it in between either red or green.
Okay, now I'm assuming the reds breathe fire.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us about the finer particulars of either species?
Well, dragons are intelligent. They are powerful. They don't. Let's just say they think of themselves as better than everyone else. They tend to be aggressive. And difficult to kill. They can fly. Even at a young age, they can fly. They can live for many centuries, thousands of years. It takes a long time for them to actually mature. Hunting juvenile dragons, you're most likely looking at something that's hatched in the past few decades. Probably living off of forest or farm creatures, and then growing big enough to eventually start ranging out to go look for treasure or find bigger food.
All right.
Is there potential that the parent dragon might be around?
Typically, the dragons will lay their eggs in safe areas and can stay until they hatch, but typically they don't actually stay together. The children dragon, once they're large enough to roam out, will go and find their own nests. But if the parent was killed, they would have no territorial competition and would thus stay.
So they would compete against each other, huh?
Well, dragons can be interesting. Their actual family structure, the actual family structure is very difficult to get an idea about. They live longer than dwarves and elves, meaning a complete study on them is difficult, and they have a tendency not to like to answer questions.
Yeah, I suppose if they're intelligent, I'm not sure how I feel about hunting them for most any purpose if they're not causing any harm. But
well, they have been attacking villages in the north.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been
that's
hurting people.
business.
It's
That's
just
true.
small villages here and there, but if they grow larger, they'll definitely try and attack.
Major cities.
Well, they probably wouldn't
Some
range
major,
down
but
as far
towns.
as Voxval.
Little
They may
towns.
range to Silsanus or maybe Kirug.
all right. Well then, So, do the greens breathe fire?
Oh no, the greens bring poison.
Ah,
I had a feeling about that.
that doesn't sound great.
Tends to be no. Don't breathe it in, or get it on your skin, or be in the general area.
Okay. So, how have historically dragon slayers gone about the task? We got to have records on that for how few times it's happened, relatively speaking.
Most records for dragon slaying were from the Arwellan Empire, and a lot of those have been destroyed. I can take a few guesses based on what I know about the dragons and more recent dragon hunts. Dragons will fly, so you don't want to face them in the open. You want to pin them down so they can't fly away. They you don't want to bunch up because their fire will just hit your whole group. Nothing goes wrong with a dragon hunting party, like the whole thing bunching up and then getting one fire blast just wiping them all out in one go. You could try and attack them in their home. They'll definitely be there. It probably is going to be maybe a little more cramped, and they wouldn't be able to fly. You could maybe wait for it to leave and then come back and ambush it. But like I said, dragon hunters are expensive because nobody does it really. You're basically expecting to hire maybe like 100 or 200 mercenaries. And even that's difficult. Then nobody wants to lose half their mercenary group for what might or may not be a great payday.
But they do bring them down by force of arms.
Eventually, get enough people with rifles, crossbows, cannon if you can get it. But, didn't have it back when the Arwellan days. So somebody brought dragons down. Well, they hunted them near to extinction. At least in Viderheim.
Well, all right.
Actually, I had a very interesting lecture talking about how they had dragon survivors had actually laid eggs in Pearl Island and had then had them migrate back to the mainland. Tended to create more magically active areas in Pearl Island related to draconic magics.
Interesting.
Of course, Pearl Island's under the thrall of pirates, so I can't go there and verify that, but it seems to be the case from a few bits and scraps I was able to put together. I was at least able to make a 2-hour lecture out of it.
Publish or perish.
Aye, that's for sure. I'm not even tenured.
Well, thank you for your time. It's much appreciated. We've got a better idea going in than we did.
No problem.
And hopefully this ain't the last time you hear from us.
Well, hopefully not. If you have any, get any information about the dragons, please bring it to me. I'd always be interested.
Reckon we could do that.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I have another class starting soon. I have to get ready for that. I'll take me leave.
Thank you. I think I'm all set.
All right. With that, the professor heads into his office. What would everybody like to do?
What did Stone Snout want from the dragon? Was it the hide?
Primarily the dragon hide, yes. But he did say he wanted basically any piece of the dragon you could bring back to him.
Want a piece of me? I want two.
Maybe Lucian can put it on his cylinder orb and we can just propose a dragon body and just bring the whole damn thing to him. Assuming we survive.
Well, maybe we go see the archaeologists again about our prior dealings.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
We cut back to the other guys.
Yep. Yeah,
All right. So while you're heading to see the archaeologist, yeah, what's Kaido and Fiffle doing?
What are we doing, Fiffle? I think we're just walking back from Main Street with all our winter clothes.
Coats and stuff.
Yeah, I figure maybe we might have made it back to
let's say we took my mule with us, and all the coats are held on my little mule.
Literally a a clothes mule.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you have a mule.
Yeah. Fiffle, you have your mule just, well, I guess just piled with clothes.
I give him a carrot.
I don't know the noise mules make.
Similar to a horse.
Looks like we need to look it up. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you guys gonna get rations too, or we're gonna? What was the deal with that?
Oh, we have
You
no
know what?
money.
Maybe we should get the rations so you don't spend an hour
We'll have to
trying to
decide-
trade without your badge.
Yeah, how to get your food poisoned in 5 seconds or less.
You know, we picked up winter clothes for you, but I could have very easily lost it on the way here, by the way.
Now, remember, everyone, you're not together.
Remember
Just
though
having this
that if,
argument psychically across the city.
So, good news, we got the clothes. Bad news, we're going to hear from the cops pretty soon.
double bad news, you lost your badge temporarily.
I know, everybody should be happy about that.
I'm
I
not.
literally see
understand
Graham
where this
going,
leads,
yeah,
right?
wait.
They get the bill, they go to the clothing shop, they go, what the fuck? He goes, they gave me this as collateral with your ID on it. A, they confiscate your ID, and B, they bust you for having fake ID.
Look at it. Your
Again.
thought process is a flow chart, and for you to expect that Kaido actually made a flow chart that has more than 7 chains on it is just out of this world. All I knew is, hey, I need to make it out of here without an issue at this current moment. And 6 pieces of winter clothes. And you know what? Mission successful.
I just feel like Kaido has this like flowchart that's just a bunch of arrows that's heading to a bubble called prison.
Would a prison arc really be that bad? It's where character growth happens.
Man, you really want your character growth, don't you?
Maybe we'll meet
You're gonna develop the shit out of that
Brokeback over
character.
there. Wait, what? What'd you say?
All right, so what's Fiffle and Kaido doing?
Are we at the estate at this point?
Yeah,
Get
you would have
back?
gotten back to the manor.
All right, we're laying out all the clothes for everyone,
Okay.
waiting for them to arrive. Fiffle,
Yes.
should we have gotten clothes for your urchins as well, or no? We pay them. You pay them pretty heftily. They could.
Oh, I paid them enough for them to wear clothing. Also, they're not coming.
Gotcha.
The gank squad following the party everywhere we go, knives out.
Although, I mean, I am kind of paying them enough to do that. We can discuss it with the party.
Yeah, I guess we're waiting. I'm going to practice taking out my ID badge, but obviously it's not there, so it's going to be a sad face, just kind of practicing at the dinner table, waiting.
Just
for
every
everyone.
couple minutes.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, pretty much.
Carter Webb's just like Jackson goes up to Carter Webb and just whispers something to him. Carter Webb goes to you, Kaido. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, nothing. I'm just missing an old friend of mine.
He
I could
says
trade it for some clothing.
you could just buy the clothing.
I didn't have any money on me.
Yes, but you could get the money and go back. The clothes
So, you
isn't
know what?
going anywhere.
We never really thought of that.
I mean, I did. But I was letting you guys do your thing.
Any chance you could go down to this lady's shop and buy back my ID badge for 60 gold?
What?
Listen. Don't ask questions. Just do me this favor, please.
You know, technically your boss, right? You know that, correct?
He's technically our boss.
Yeah.
He is the senior member of the Crossblades.
I would like to say it in a very nice demeanor, but just relay the same message, except in a nicer demeanor, I guess, to not piss him off. Or better yet, you know what? I will take the gold from you, and I will go pay it and buy the ID badge back.
I don't have any gold on me right now.
Oh.
It's all been tied up in renovating this place.
I'm sure we don't need the extra step or the Just give him 999 candles and just give me one piece of 60 gold so I can go and pay it back.
I don't have any money on me. It's all been. It was spent either renovating the manor or split amongst you.
Right, you know what? I'm gonna have to break this to the only reasonable member when they get back. Lucian has the money for sure.
I knew it was coming, and I wasn't disappointed.
He's the only one who's got a good head on his shoulders. He'd know what to do. I'll ask him. No worries. No worries.
Currently
We're not in
there's-
trouble or anything. We're not in trouble.
Does Graham walk in right when Kaido insists we aren't in trouble, so he knows we're in trouble?
I imagine you guys get back eventually.
Oh,
Graham just walks in, freezes mid-stride.
I'm gonna look at Kaido and just insight him immediately because his face does not look normal. It looks like panic.
Well, go ahead and make an insight check.
can I?
No, it's fine. He looks
Everything's
about
good, right?
Kaido.
Oh, god damn it.
He looks about Kaido-ish.
I'm gonna look
Kaido
at Fiffle and do insight.
No,
Whatever you've
Fiffle's
done,
even.
if it comes back to us, I'm throwing you under the bus.
I
throwing you under the
listen,
wagon.
the
Actually-
fact- what?
Otto, Graham, really, like, you come in, you just see all the clothes laid out on the ground.
Looks
All
great.
looks nice and neat. Kaido has been talking to Carter Webb. Fiffle is just kind of he's in the basement doing Fiffle things.
Simple things.
Plotting. Yep, that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, it's like, where's Fiffle? Plotting. Okay, that's normal.
Everything looks great.
Well,
So,
he's
what'd
out
you
of
find
deals.
out about the dragons? Here,
Can,
please take the clothes.
Can I
Nothing to worry.
perception? Like, is it insight or is it perception? Like, look at the room. Like, I don't know. Like, read the faces. Is it insight? Like, it would be. For
I
everybody.
think we've already gotten our peak,
You got your insight, and it
and
didn't
now we
work
gotta
out.
live with it. I mean, I wouldn't laugh too hard. There's nothing stopping Webb from selling you out.
No, Webb's a good man. Right, Webb? You're a good man.
Nice. Any issues?
A couple of hiccups here and there, but nothing that wasn't immediately dealt with. Nothing to have you drinking, of course.
Is anyone dead?
Nobody's dead.
Then it can wait.
Perfect.
He takes a swing
Yeah. But here are the clothes. We got some goggles for our for our fellow furry friend. There it is.
Oh wow, those are so cute.
Right? A scarf for my sword, and clothes for everyone.
Did you say a scarf for your sword?
Yes, and we didn't have to pay a dime. I mean, we didn't have to
What?
worry about it.
What?
now.
What? Hold on. Hold up. Two things. One, what's a dime?
What do you mean you didn't pay?
No, we paid, but in a different fashion than money.
Where did you get these?
At the REI store. What's the store's name?
Was it the perfect stitch?
Yeah, something like
I know
that.
you've done the perfect blank for your store themes. A lot
Yeah,
of
I'm
times.
pretty sure it was the perfect stitch.
Yeah,
I like
it was at the
it.
perfect stitch.
So what alternative method did you pay with?
My charm.
You don't have charm.
All right, and you don't have winter clothing.
I have money though to pay for it.
All right, do you think I could borrow 60 gold by any chance? Has
People
nothing.
walks by
I need
just
to hear the
munching on a
truth.
sausage. Says, "We told him to build the order of the yard." And just like
You what?
Piffle, what the fuck? I was easing them into it. Otto was gonna pay for it. We were fine.
I wasn't gonna pay for
What's
it.
the, Piffle just looks at you like, what's the problem? The order of the yard's gonna pay for it. We're good.
Fiffle, if you tell the order of the yard they've got a bill and they know they don't have a bill, they're gonna figure out who sent them the bill.
What are you talking about? They get bills all the time.
Yeah.
Hundreds
Yeah.
of bills.
Uh-huh.
Just
No,
looks
no,
at
it's
Otto
not
like,
wrong.
all right, let's scrape together what money we got and go.
Do you think you can
Do
get
you
my
want to see
ID
the order
badge?
first and just get ahead of this, or do you want to see if we can make it to the tailor in time?
I'm just shaking my head.
Any chance you can give me my ID badge back? I would really appreciate that.
You know what? I'll go to the tailor, and you go to the order of the yard,
All right.
and we'll see.
Okay, I'll go with Otto.
You're getting hit with the will see. Your
No,
shit is gone, bro.
You stay here.
No, wait. What do you mean stay here? I did a good job. Considering I went with Piffle and we're not arrested right now or nothing's on fire, I think we did a phenomenal job.
You weren't arrested because you were with Fiffle. That's the
We
whole
got
point.
the coats, didn't we? I got everybody coats, and we got a little bit of a speed bump.
Have you
Let me
ever
come
seen a
with you,
debtor's
Otto.
prison?
I have not, to be fair. I have not.
And to be fair, Graham, I mean, I was gonna have them build the crossblades, but then
Yeah, they didn't.
Kaido whipped out his ID, and they were like, "Oh, we'll just build the Order of the Yard," and I was like, "Okay."
Did
That sounds like a great
Graham know
idea.
about the fake Order of the Yard ID at this point? Like specifically that it says Order of the Yard.
Technically,
Thanks.
says a lot of things on it.
It has like doctors and there's a bunch of shit on there.
Aren't you a
Order of
doctor
the Yard
too?
is just one. Yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm Dr. Hawking.
All right, let's go. Who's got money?
I have
A little
20
bit.
gold.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, Kaido,
Yes.
give me your 20 gold.
Okay, here's the. Wait a minute. Are you gonna give me my ID badge?
Kaido, give me the 20 gold.
But I will give him 10 gold, and I will look at him and say, "Please get me my ID badge." And I will also give him the remaining 10 gold.
All right,
But I just
got
wanted
30.
to know that dramatic pause in between the 10 golds. That has to hit home somewhere.
It's like looking at Tommy Lee Jones looking up at you over the newspaper. Just a withering gaze.
Right. All I have left is 2 silver, so nobody asked me for any. I'm a broke boy.
All right. So
All right,
who's
how much you got, Otto?
I can cover the rest. I was
All right,
gonna buy
I will
the.
give you the 30 gold I've got. So now I have 0 gold and 2 copper to my name.
Hey, I'm richer than you. 2 silver.
So,
But he's
I have
And,
30.
Graham will go to the Order of the Yard.
okay.
so
Who's
how much did you give me again?
I gave you 30.
Okay, I'll
10 of
Yeah,
it was
I'm-
Graham's, 20 of it was Kaido's.
Do you want me to give you some? I have 53.
Throw in 10 for yours and we'll call it good.
Cool.
Yeah.
okay? Who's going where?
I'd like to go with Otto unless he tells me he doesn't want company. Come on,
I
Otto.
will
I'm
cast hold
sorry.
person on you if you try to come with me.
I'll go
what do
to
you-
the tailor shop.
And I don't think you're capable of passing a wisdom check.
No, definitely not. My wisdom's like a -4. Right, fine. I will reluctantly stay here. And I will wear all my winter clothes.
Just all of them in a
Inside.
single-
Yeah, with the scarf and everything, profusely sweating, just sitting there. So you can't tell whether I'm actually tearing up or it's just the sweat. But I do miss my ID badge at this point. Nobody wants me to go anywhere. Oh.
Examine that. Graham just shoots out over his shoulder as he walks out.
Okay.
If Lucian's gonna wake up from his catnap, he's like, "What are you doing?"
Right now, Lucian's like staring at the wall.
You know what?
Colors.
He's on vacation through Hestia's eyes.
He's updating his cat firmware. Okay, so Graham is going to the Order of the Yard. Fern is going to the tailor shop, the Perfect Stitch. Where's everybody else going? And Kaido is staying. You just see him just putting on the winter clothing and just sitting in front of the fire.
Yeah. Right in
Piffle
front
also
of fire.
sits in front of the fire. but he does not
I
put
feel
on
like
much
Jackson, Jimmy, and Carter Weber just like laughing at him behind him.
Can I pet Lucian, but the other way? You know what I mean?
Wait, don't
You know how
really-
cats hate it when you pet them like this way instead of towards their. I would like to pet Lucian, but the other way, like an annoying
like you want to basically go against like the fur.
against the fur. Yeah, like a heavy-handed dumb child would do when they're pet. Good cat, good kitty.
He doesn't seem
I
to
like-
notice, weirdly enough.
I'm gonna warm up my coffee while I sweat in my clothing.
Okay. Graham, you arrive at the Order of the Yard.
Graham will go up to the front desk and ask for, what was his name? Colton?
Cauldron, yeah.
Cauldron.
The the elven man, after a few minutes, appears. Ah, Graham, how can I help you? It's been
Good
2
morning.
days.
All right, listen. They did it again.
How every apology starts. Okay, we fucked up.
So
Oh,
Graham will explain that somebody in the group went to a clothing store and attempted to bill the Order of the Yard for purchasing winter clothes. We're going to get that ironed out right now as soon as we found out about it. But in case you guys get a bill, and it's from the Perfect Stitch for around 60 gold, that was us, and we're dealing with it. And do you have like a business card or something, so it's easier to get in touch with you whenever this happens?
no, I don't really have like something you could reach me at. You're probably just better off using a message if I'm close enough, or a sending spell, or just letting the office know. So you're heading to the
All right,
Perfect
well,
Stitch to clear this up?
Yep.
Oh,
Just
good.
trying to do damage control.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
He steps outside with you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I think I've created my first flowchart. I see what's about to happen. Oh no. Otto.
I can't
no.
save you here.
Oh no, I should have soul bonded to the ID badge. Fuck. Oh no.
You all go
As
to
much as
the.
you use that, yeah.
You all go to the Perfect Stitch.
I guess I was headed there while they were, so
Okay.
I guess we'll meet there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fern, you arrive before. Fern and Otto arrive before everybody else. They. The elven woman sees you. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, one of your associates was here earlier.
We heard.
heard.
He paid with collateral.
I don't like
I
this
heard.
overall fucking tone, by the way.
I don't like having to bail myself out of prison preemptively. But here we are, Kaito.
You said get winter clothes. I got winter clothes. Alright. You should have learned by now what happens when you send me for tasks.
Oh yeah, so he paid with collateral. We heard.
Well, yeah, he dropped off the his ID, and then I was going to send a bill to the sea tower, to the Order of the Tower and the Order of the Yard. It kind of covers a lot.
Could we go ahead and cover that now?
What? Can I see this ID badge?
And yeah, that too.
Sure. Well, just if you have the 60, I'll take it now.
Who the
I
hell
will
is
give her the
Lily
60.
Dallas?
I will
Takes
give her
it.
the 60.
It's around this time that Graham and Coldrin arrive.
I at this time, while I'm in front of the fireplace, I would like to put one hand on Piffle's shoulder and go, oh no, as if I just got caught up on what's happening.
All the dots.
At this point, I finally mid heavy-handed stroke on Lucian, just go, oh shit.
Lucian
And
To be
looks.
exchanged for goods and services. Explain how.
Lucian's fur is completely.
Unkept.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He hasn't taken a shower since Rebecca, so you can smell her on him too.
Oh god.
He's kind of like gooey.
Uh,
No, he's a cat. They clean themselves constantly. It's weird.
that doesn't make it any better.
Coldrin goes, "Hey, curious. Can I see that badge?
You and I are both curious about this badge.
Just
Can we all just take a look at it?
yeah, it's really well made. It looks very professional. But because it says that he's professor and a doctor and
True, all true.
access to various different agencies throughout the city, it's pretty clear that it's counterfeit."
Oh,
He's a
fuck.
doctor.
Does this say power of attorney? That's not a roll. That's a.
That ID badge when you guys made it was a nat 20. Let that be known.
It was. No, it's expertly made.
Oh, okay.
And to a layman, they would definitely realize that it is. They would not be able to realize it's counterfeit. They would definitely look very official. The problem is for somebody who does know, The very fact that you asked for like everything to be put on it, as opposed to one single group or organization or
Damn it. This is the
agency.
second badge I'm gonna lose.
Does that say secret like 87 times?
Oh, yes, it did actually.
Oh my. Well, it seems that Doctor Professor Hawking here is a secret investigator. Ooh.
What the hell is a double sheriff?
Man, the pay for that must be top notch.
So I'm just gonna confiscate this.
Piffle, just in case, do you think you could start making me another ID badge? I'm feeling I'm not gonna get the
Milling
second
them out
one.
faster than we can take them away.
I can make unlimited fake ID badges.
God, I love you so much, Piffle.
Sorry. This is why I'm so unconcerned about all this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
know
throw
why.
this out there. I'm just gonna throw this out there in the shop. Have you ever considered making a most wanted list?
The rest
Yes.
of the team worries way too much.
I think they've already got our roster on their records.
Lucian, kind of.
I will find a magical item ID badge one day, and this will never be an issue again.
He picks up the ID. Well, I'm gonna tell you what this looks like. This looks like a lot of paperwork, and it just ignites in his hand. Problem solved.
One tear
One problem.
drops from Kaido's eye at this moment. Oh God, I don't know why I'm
I
crying.
feel like Graham clapped. He's like, yes.
You're just like, when's your birthday? I gotta get you something nice.
For the first time, are you gonna actually take a swig, but out of happiness instead of
Yeah,
sadness?
celebratory hooch for a
This
shit.
is
You know what? Still a win for Kaido. No matter what, he's still drinking.
this is
Ugh.
this is a win for the city.
Well, I would
I'll be
just
right back.
okay. I would just make it. You probably just want to make sure your friend doesn't make anything like this. I mean, in front of a judge, this would probably get ignored as a joke, but we all know. Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry to say we got a history. I was
Keep
hoping
trying.
to build one, just kind of the opposite of this way.
it's certainly
God, do
interesting.
we try.
Anyway, I did actually have something you might be interested in.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
He hands over a rolled up piece of paper to anybody who wants to grab it.
I'll grab it. I'll open it up.
Go ahead.
It is a wanted poster.
Ooh.
It's
Name
Kaido's face.
says it says Booth Braxton,
Thank God.
and you can see that it's offering a 5,000 GP, 5,000 gold bounty for him, living or dead. Mentions he's a member of the Free Sailors Alliance.
A pirate?
We're
Yeah.
gonna kill him.
He
We're
has.
going on the high seas before too long.
He's got a big, like, the peaked cap, big black bushy beard, an eye patch over his right eye.
Who's
Alias
Watson?
is
Gold bucks.
known as
Oh, sorry.
the Tempest.
Mm.
Sick.
Pirate season's kind of. He's always been a bit of a thorn in our side, but lately he's been stepping up attacks on various trade ships and the like.
How big is his fleet, or is it just one?
Pretty big. The other problem is it's pirate ships. They're all based out of Pearl Island. Normally we could just send up a fleet there and, wreck them ourselves. Problem is it's surrounded by reefs and rocks. The various weather there is a little iffy, so we suspect he might have a sorcerer or several there affecting the weather, making it so it's difficult to get ships in or out. Now you can slip in a couple of one or two ships, but the only problem is then they're sitting ducks for the cannons over on the actual shoreline. So we're trying to get them on the actual ocean itself.
You have any operations underway, or is this just a work in progress?
Pirate hunting, unfortunately, has to be focused south of Viderheim, just because of the various ships, privateers, and the like coming from there. But we'll probably be recalling our fleet back soon if he picks it up. Really, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, wherever we send our fleet. So that's why we're hoping to nip this in the bud as soon as we can by offering the bounty on him.
Well, speaking of damned if you do, damned if you don't, would you place this feller and his crew higher or lower on the lethality list than going after a dragon, young or otherwise?
I don't really deal with dragons. I suppose as a pirate, he has a lot of friends, a lot of pirates, a lot of money. I've never met a dragon. Not that I've met any dragon at all, but I don't know any of dragons use muskets or cannons.
Mm.
Maybe more. I mean, pirate hunting campaign's going to take a while, but on the other hand, a lot of treasure involved.
Well, we'll pass that on to the crew, and we need to distract them from making another one of those goddamn licenses.
Probably a good idea. Well,
Just get back like, how do they see through it?
how did they know? Really, Kiter's
It
just going to
says
start.
you're a super notary.
Super notary.
Super notary.
All right.
How did they know?
Yeah, just tell your friend there that he's got a mole in your organization. My problem is he doesn't seem to know it's him.
He'll get there eventually. No, I don't believe that.
Well then, I'll be on my way. It's just passing these out to any groups that may be interested or we feel could handle it. And
Thank you kindly.
yeah.
And I appreciate you not dragging him off to prison again.
Oh well, I mean, I don't like paperwork, but on the other hand, it's got to happen eventually.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Just we'll call this one. Oh, I don't know how many warnings you're on now. One of many.
Wish I knew. No, I take that back. That might kill me.
He actually gives a chuckle to that one. I'll see you all around.
See you.
The tailor was just watching all this. What was this that you brought in?
It's a long story, but some of my companions don't seem to think that buying things at cost of materials is a good enough bargain. So they do stupid stuff like
This.
like this. I don't have a
Oh.
word for it. I mean, I do, but my mother would sigh.
I think normally most people call it fraud.
Yeah, no, I would say that qualifies. But here's your gold. I wouldn't blame you if you want to count it before we go.
It counts through the 60. Yeah, that's correct.
Well, thank you very much. And by the way, the meeting with the Duke that night went quite well, thanks to your clothing in no small part. So thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you. I guess good to know that the clothing went over well.
The rest is a work in progress.
Yes.
Call a new fraud have no appreciation for art.
Well, your workarounds are a work of art. Slamming your ID badge is fraud.
Wait, are they back?
I imagine they left the store at this point.
Yeah, once we all break up and we go back.
I'd like to be, waiting. Very
Nervously.
excited for my ID badge back.
Hey, Kata, we got your badge back.
Oh, thank
Hang
you
on.
guys so much. I really
it's gone.
appreciate it.
Reduced to atoms.
They put you on Boxball's most wanted list because of that badge.
They put me on Vaxfall. Really? There's nothing else going on in this city for them to put me on it? Fraud? Minor fraud? That's what gets... I don't even think the serial killer was on the most wanted list, but they're putting me on it. Slight
You
couple of
replaced
cases
him.
of prostitution and
Piffle
fraud.
says to you, Kaido, when you call it fraud, you play into their hands.
God, I'm learning so much from you, Piffle.
I'm trying.
That's what scares me.
You should turn yourself in. You have a 1,000 gold bounty on yourself.
1,000 gold bounty?
No, you can't collect on your own
Oh,
bounty.
I was literally just thinking.
I bet you could.
So wait,
Piffle starts thinking of a way.
so my ID badge gone.
It was that or charges, and
Charges?
you know, after a certain point, you rack up enough minor offenses that they just hang you.
They do that?
They
Yeah,
don't do that.
they do that.
They don't do that.
Piffle reconsiders his life for like.
I don't think
Um,
Piffle even had. I think Piffle's only charge is when back in Drindier, isn't it? He doesn't get caught.
That was a vandalism charge.
Why would you say that out loud with your word mouth?
I'm just gonna walk up the stairs, drag my greatsword behind me. Every step I take goes doop, 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 as I walk up.
Don't break
Web's
the
just like,
scarf.
we just replaced the stairs.
I'm gonna go in my room. I'm gonna fetal position hug my greatsword with a scarf on it, lay in bed. Oh God, Dr. Hawking, he's dead. And that's where I'll stay for the rest of the day.
I don't want to go dragon hunting anymore. This is bullshit.
Heartbroken.
Anyway, I'll tell them before he actually goes up the stairs. 5,000 gold bounty on a pirate lord. And I guess I'll share the wanted post or whatever it is.
Yeah, how does Kaido respond to that one?
5,000 gold? Wow, he must have.
Each?
Yeah, 5,000. 5,000 gold, and I had 1,000 gold bounty. This man has 5 ID badges that were confiscated. Is what you're telling me?
Well, you're just a city bounty. This is like a continent bounty.
You've just given. So there's a high score. You've just given me a high score to achieve.
Yeah, you need to step up your game, buddy.
You
Alright.
just got your new campaign goal, which has become the biggest problem on Voxball.
With the loss of my ID badge, I'm connecting the dots. It's the wrong dots, but I'm connecting the dots that this man, with a 5,000 bounty, might know more about genuine ID badges than anybody else. If I've only accumulated 1,000, and he's accumulated 5 times.
Can I insight him while he's thinking?
I think he's in his room right now.
While he's
No,
doing
this,
that,
I assume this happened before he went upstairs.
No, I think he went to his room and did this.
I cried, but I thought about this. I will be at the top of the stairs with my sword in hand, and I'll say, gentlemen and lady and dog and cat,
Oh,
we,
hell.
we will go on a pirate expedition together. And I will
After the
get
dragon.
my authority after the dragon. Oh, yeah.
Can
I thought that's on the way to the dragon. Dragon's Pearl Island, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
So what are we getting paid for this dragon again? Because this pirate sounds more valuable.
yeah.
Whatever Stone Snout gives, I don't know what it was, like discount on his stuff.
He gave you a few ideas and a few different options.
He is like the Salad Fingers magic store available to us.
Oh,
I wouldn't go that far, but yes.
I could pay off my bar.
buy a new ID
Well,
badge.
Graham is gonna call Jackson and Jimmy. And
Oh
get
yeah,
their
what about
opinions.
getting setting up an account for like sending messages over long distances?
Mm.
Jackson, Jimmy, Pierre, Graham.
So kind of gestures at the wanted poster. Had another run-in with the yard, and they happen to mention they're looking for help taking care of this feller. What do you reckon? You're the experienced ones on the seas here.
Yeah, that's the pirate admiral, Captain Admiral. I don't know what he's going by these days. Booth Braxton.
Sounds about right.
Now, normally, yeah, bit of a hard ass. Didn't really like working for him. Didn't have a choice in the matter up until our specific arrangement.
Oh, how often does he leave Pearl Island?
Yeah. Goes out on a hunt. He's got a fancy ship. Apparently, you don't see it coming.
How many crews this ship?
A lot. I mean, it's a big ship, and he's a powerful pirate captain. He, Free Sailors Alliance tends to be a little more fluid. Pirates may be a bit more interested in their own personal freedom. My understanding is he came to Pearl Island, killed all the other pirate captains there, and declared himself the admiral. At that point, you don't really have a lot of choice to follow him, or,
Die.
yeah.
I reckon.
How long ago was this?
3-4 years ago.
Hmm.
He's been a thorn in the side of Viderheim ever since. Although normally kept it pretty clean. He's been stepping up his attacks, as I understand it.
You reckon we could take him?
Well, I don't want to insult you.
Be honest.
No.
Not on the seas.
Nah, I'm of the same mind. He's got an armada. We've got Fiffle.
Hey,
In Kaido.
well, I mean, I don't want you to disparage Fiffle. I'm sure Fiffle is great. I don't know if he's necessarily worth as many as 100 or so pirate ships, but
And cannons and fleets and sorcerers
Oh,
keeping
it
a
seems
storm
Fiffle
going
would
around
be,
his island. And
Consider
Turtle
if we
capturing a pirate
consider if we do kill him, how many of
Would
those
be-
ships would be after us?
would be to separate the pirate from his armada of ships and weapons.
hey, if maybe you could bait yourself. Go out on a ship, pretend to be loaded with treasure. He comes for you, you fight him, and you kill him. At that point, the Free Sailors Alliance.
Piffle unironically looks into the camera and says, "Oh, I'm the master baiter."
What you're
It's
saying
like, I
is,
didn't survive that wagon crash when I was 10, did I?
so what you're saying is, start a rumor that we're loaded on a small ship or whatever, and have him board us. Look for the treasure, kill him.
It's a pretty risky gambit, and it doesn't leave us anywhere to go if it goes south. But well, why don't we keep
What
to our
if-
mitten right now, deal with this dragon situation, and if we don't get it, then we can worry about Pirate Lord.
All right, that's always good. Plus, your ship ain't exactly in great condition. You kind of have to get it repaired still.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that in there. Well,
It's going to be 300 gold. I was able to get a deal to get the hull
we'll
repaired.
get you your money.
Get all that. The plus side, I was able to get the paperwork done for the bar. We're able to secure the real estate deal. Give it like a month, and we can probably have the whole thing set up, and I can get some staff, get people in, get alcohol.
Sounds good.
Graham likes that part.
Everything you might need to have a bar. It's a house, so we could definitely use the upper floor for people who want to use it as, temporary, come in, stay for the night or 2 days, and then leave. So we can make some money that way.
Yep.
Now that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I would like to get us a little passive income, however possible.
Well, you're gonna need it because this is gonna be there's a loan. This isn't just they gave you 3,000
Yeah.
gold.
It's
But-
just a zero interest loan.
I was talking about bail money.
Okay, fair enough. Sure.
But
He
while
looks
we're,
upstairs to Kaido.
You just hear whimpering upstairs. I'm still
while
crying about my
we're
ID
dealing
badge.
with this, maybe you could see if you've still got some ears to the ground here and there. I know you've tracked in these circles a hell of a lot more than we have, and your expertise would be most welcome if we're gonna
Graham,
make a
are
serious
you-
go of going after a pirate lord.
Well, Graham, are you implying something that would say that I was a pirate here on solid land?
Well,
That's unbecoming of a
between,
gentleman.
That's between you and the gods, I reckon.
Fair enough.
But between you and me, any knowledge you have, wherever you came by it, would keep us alive, and I'm willing to call that a wash.
Well, I'll just say that by specific experience, didn't like Braxton, didn't really respect him that much, didn't have a choice but to follow him. So, a little new start here is good. I got a few friends here or there. Maybe I can reach out to them, but you gotta be careful. If he finds out, well, they're dead, and we're dead, and that's about the haul of it. The other thing you gotta understand, he's got quite a few captains under him that are definitely being used for dirty work. And I'm saying
think,
this as they're pirates, so just imagine what that entails.
Yeah, understood.
Would
You think those are weak points in his operation? We could
Yeah, I was
take
gonna
out some
throw that out.
captains to expose them.
I was gonna throw that out. What if we start eliminating his hierarchy? Would that get the attention of him to come after us?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd hate that.
Fuck you! Yeah, you hate it.
But yeah, definitely. But there's what I'll just give you a warning. If you're out on the sea and you see a ship black as night, and it seems like the night itself is just pouring in, that's him.
Okay.
You know how he makes all that happen?
I would assume magic.
That does seem like a safe bet, doesn't it?
You know,
That's on
the
me.
way to
I
get
said
a
the
pirate
bar's
after
real
you.
low.
The fastest way to get a pirate after you is to steal from him. Probably.
Not wrong.
Well, the only way to really steal from him is to go to Pearl Island. I definitely
Yeah,
can slip at least
Kaido,
one ship
I'll
in.
let you defraud pirates if you can figure out a way to do it.
Kaido's in
I
his
hear
room.
my name and I come downstairs. What was that, Graham?
If you want to try
Fraud.
passing off fraud on pirates, that's fair game.
All right, I'll think about it here for a second, and then I'll say I got it. From this day forth, if we go on our sailor adventure, I want to be known as Captain Kidd. However, Captain is spelled Kaptin, and Kip Kip. So it's not an actual like.
Eidos, please protect me from this.
Captain Kip, at your service.
The most fearsome pirate that doesn't have a ship yet.
Is he a captain? No, his first name is Captain. It's with a K.
Carter Webb speaks to you, Kaido. Kaido,
Yes.
no more fake IDs.
No more fake ideas. Only real ideas. Isn't that right, Piffle? You can make me a real ID.
How about this?
Yeah,
let me
of course
let me
it'll be real.
rephrase that.
Nice.
It'll
No
be
more- no
very
more
real and
IDs.
physically extant in this universe. In reality.
No more IDs you haven't earned. And let me rephrase this in a different way. No more IDs that were not officially granted to you by the organization that the IDs represent.
This is a lot of rules just for an ID. Graham just said I can fraud
Yes.
them.
That's a lot of complicated rules there.
Yeah, this is a lot of but I will find a loophole for it, and I will get my ID badge back. You know what? Deal. You
No,
got it.
no, just let's say no IDs in general. No one can know who you are
no,
anymore.
I can't.
When you're living under my house, you follow my rules.
You're not my real.
You're not my real
Yeah.
guildmaster.
Let's review the rules. No ID
I don't-
badges as long as we are here.
Kaido, if you're gonna be a captain, you need to design a flag for your ship.
I do. Well, no, I'm not an actual captain. My name is just
We're
Captain.
gonna
You
die.
can be Captain Kip.
I'll have to earn that title one day. But for right now, I need to figure out how the loophole. So if I was per se on the seas, not under your roof, and I was to acquire an ID badge and use it during that time,
Uh-huh.
that would still be within your rules, right?
No.
Wait,
No,
what?
what did I say that implied that?
You said no ID badges as long as I was under the roof of this house.
I said no ID badges in general. Look, I'll tell you what, anybody who can arrest you, don't piss them off. How's that for a rule?
All right, you know what? I'm on board with that rule.
And I mean that in any way possible. If you fight pirates, fine, I don't care.
Okay.
Make as many damn ID badges as you want.
Okay, great. You have my word.
I
That is
feel like
critical.
that's not worth a lot, but I'll take it.
Why would you ever say something so
Kaido
rude?
throws his ID badge at freaking the pirate lord and is like scores a critical hit, 2 damage.
I would like to just join Piffle whenever and talk to him about possibly creating a new one, but under
Where is Fiffle right now?
I don't know.
Proud.
Piffle, where are you?
Where are you right now?
I don't know. Let's go somewhere else where nobody can hear us. I have a
Little
a
gesture
proposition.
to a nearby closet.
in front of everyone. Let's go in here.
Yeah, you head to you
Oh,
head
no.
to this closet right here.
Okay. What's up, Kaido? No one can hear us here in this closet.
Well, let's test it out. I feel like going to jail.
Okay.
Does anybody hear that? We don't get a response back.
Graham
Okay.
is just staring at the closet door.
I would like you to create a new ID badge for me.
Oh,
But
yeah,
once we get on the boat, not under this roof. There's this weird clause that I had to.
just make sure you bring everything we need for a new ID badge.
All right, will do. I hope 2 silver's enough because that's all I have for that. But yes, I will. No worries. Great.
Well, yep. you should definitely spend that 2 silver on some stuff. But,
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah.
We walk out of the closet. Absolutely no,
Everybody's pretending that
indication.
nothing.
Did they have drywall in Viderheim, so that was like super audible?
It would be wood. It'd be new wood.
That's pretty dense. Okay. So dragon or pirates?
Dragon.
Or pirate
Dragon for now.
Okay.
Why is that the safer of 2 options? What in the hell have I gotten myself into?
It's character
Asking
development.
yourself-
Safe,
I'm
sure.
gonna look at Graham's like you're asking yourself that now and not 3 months ago. That's
3 months ago, things made sense.
maybe to you, not to me.
3 months ago, I don't even think you were in Viderheim. You've only been here like a month and a half.
We've done so much in a month and a half.
We've done so much damage.
In a month.
And if we keep up that energy, I'm sure we can commit felonies in every city on this great grand nation.
Hang on. What is this like? These like people on Twitch? Keep up that big dick energy.
Big dick energy.
We only have small dick energy around here.
All right. Carter Webb just like, if you're gonna go dragon hunting though, don't be gone for 3 weeks again. Take a boat up north.
You reckon the lanes are safe?
Up the
We're
river.
going through the river, not the
Yeah,
open sea.
Fair enough. The last Saskatchewan pirate begins playing.
Yeah, stick the boat, and then did we
We're,
want to just like get like that messaging crap thing going at some point? Or is that a little bit later?
well, all of this is going to need money, and I think we're a little light right now.
Yeah.
Biffle looks innocent.
You actually did get a lot of money, but it seems to have disappeared on you all.
I know what I spent it on.
I know what I was saving it for, but I don't want my magic cloak
Yeah,
to
like a
stop working.
crossblades treasury, or did we spend that to finance a bar?
Yeah.
We do have communal money, but I think we've distributed out everything or put it into our projects.
And what do you need money for?
Passage on the boats to go dragon hunting.
Or you could walk.
All right, Piffle will finance travel for. So normally it would be 6. So Piffle wants extra in his share of the Dragon Ball. He'll finance the travel.
How about we itemize it and we figure out what we wind up owing?
Itemize, says Piffle.
You know that thing where you con people out of lots of money?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not doing that. This
Oh.
is where you eat. If you're ripping off us, you're ripping off you.
I assume Piffle's gonna also eventually make like
This is a
some
pretty
way
this is a
to-
pretty square deal. I don't think there's like a lot of room for me to rip you off here. I mean, I suppose I could hire us a leaky ship, but then I would die.
The perfect crime.
I get a lot of like scorpion and frog like vibes from Fiffle sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, Piffle will hire us a ship, and Piffle gets extra money from the Dragon Horde to the tune of 10% more than he would normally get.
Does the party agree to this?
This is a very transactional.
Hang on,
You know,
I got this. Is everybody okay with it coming out of Lucian's chair? And I'm gonna just like take Lucian's head and nod up and down. You guys all saw this, right? He agreed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on the one hand, fair play and decency command me to not respect that, but on the other hand, he's kind of a dick sometimes. We'll see where this takes.
Just think of it as he's paying his dues for giving you a bad liver over time.
He's gonna need to pay for oh no, he's a necromancer. I keep forgetting. He could just bring it back.
Don't worry, someday I'll die.
That's an interesting statement. Don't worry, someday I'll die.
I mean, to be fair, Graham does have a wildly different view on life and death than most people just by nature.
right then. So, what's everybody doing now? Now, mind you, this is only like 11 a.m. currently.
What a day. God, what a fucked up
But
day.
when do we want to take this passage up north?
This has been the worst day for Kaido.
So if Piffle's
Let that be
getting,
known.
what about rations?
You guys already took care of the rations.
Did we? I don't remember.
We did.
I mean,
I thought
you
you
discussed
just.
taking care of the rations.
I thought you
And that's
just
the
got
same
clothes.
thing. Let's go, team. We all just die on the trail.
Rations are 5 silver apiece.
Well, I am Nebraska flat broke, but we do have a scrounger with us, so maybe we could arrange something.
Can we, to my idea from before, I mean, can we produce rations cheaper than we can buy them?
Yeah, you can produce rations for. You would need to get 2 silver worth of, basically foodstuffs like berries and dried meats, and then it would take you about a week in order to actually prep it. Basically, like pickling and like jerking the meats and the like.
I
To
mean,
Make some pemmican.
Yeah.
Piffle will again finance the trip. This will go into the deal.
Now I have a question. If you get to the Dragon Horde and it's debt, does Fiffle owe 10% more then?
It's a
No.
dragon that only hoarded non-fungible tokens.
Oh, it's the same
Oh
as
god,
your-
the worst dragon horde ever.
to the moon, guys!
This dragon horde is entirely non-fungible.
Kaido's gonna see a sword and it looks like that's the Chaos Blade. He's just gonna run up and grab it.
I'm just in mourning. I'm in a mourning phase right now.
Is this the worst day of Kaido's life?
This is very fucking close to it.
At least you haven't been arraigned on your prostitution charges yet.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Look on the
Isn't it?
bright side.
Much like you did the first night you came into Voxfall.
Oh man, I don't know why. I don't know why I told her all that, but she just seemed somebody I could really share everything with. So
Look at the bright side. You're not in a closet. Wait, you went into that closet. Aren't you claustrophobic?
it was a big closet. I saw it on the blueprint.
It's long.
We were in there for a second. I was, fuck. You know what? I was also wearing winter clothing, so that makes it even worse.
You're like having a panic attack, but you don't even know why.
So. Oh shit! My roll 20 stopped working.
So, Jackson does let you know that if you get a ship going north, typically, if it's a good ship, they will give you, meals. That's all part of the, what you buy.
Well, that's a start.
I mean, that sounds like an entirely different kind of travel than what we're used to.
I mean, we do
Like a
make
cruise.
decent money, even if we piddle it away pretty quick. At
Well,
least the candles was a one-time expense.
Just wait till you get
how
to
much,
the.
how much to
house.
hire a ship and feed us one way or the other?
So you can probably get passage north or 3 gold a person.
That's 18.
I have 2 silver. If that helps.
I am Nebraska flat
Really?
broke. I've got 2 copper left.
It's fine. I can cover it. It's not a big deal. Let's go. That covers food, right?
I'll get you enough food for the day.
Piffle has made an agreement to cover the travel. So that's 18 for the ship and food while we're on the ship. And then we need rations for after that.
Now, the other thing is, this is only going to go as far north as Silsanus. You'll have to go on foot the rest of the way.
Well, that's
That's
where.
fine. We're used to roughing it.
Okay, yeah, but that's where the dragon's hanging around, so that's fine.
So
Well,
Piffle puts up 30 gold. They should get us started.
Jackson pockets the 30 gold, and I will get you passage on the ship.
And those rations.
Of course.
Thank you, Piffle.
I consider it an investment.
Heck, I can probably get you on the ship heading out tonight.
I was about to say, if we've got anything we want to take care of while we're here, now's the time.
I just have to make one more stop at an arts and crafts store real quick, and then I'll be ready to go.
I'm inciting that just for like laughs.
Go
I'm
ahead.
telling you, I'm straight up telling you, I'm going to an arts and crafts store.
But why?
Roll insight.
Oh,
I don't want to.
Oh yeah, I mean, to tell the truth, he's going to an arts and crafts store.
Yeah, but that's for intent.
Well,
I'm gonna
I
stay
guess.
quiet on the intent.
How is Kaido feeling about going to this arts and crafts store?
I am visibly still in mourning. Every now and then, I reach my hand into my inside pocket to get the ID badge, and I remember it's
It's like
not
a phantom
there.
limb, man. A part
And
of
you
you
just
was
see
ripped
him
away.
just like sigh. So I would say it's pretty obvious that I'm going to get supplies for an ID badge. I think I suck at being sneaky, to be honest.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so he definitely knows. Everybody there should pretty much know.
While this is going on, Hank is gonna chuck a
Hank.
book at Fern. Not like to catch it, but literally just like to try and hit her with it. Eh!
Jesus,
Hey, what the heck?
the violent ass.
Does 13 meet your armor class?
No.
It does not hit you. Hey, that book. Look at it. Do you know where it says the author lives?
Oh, it does. I'll look at the book.
It says it lives in Kirog.
Oh.
Which is across from Silsanus.
Yeah. Wow, how'd you find that?
It's written in the back.
I never looked at that.
There's like an about
Oh,
author
sir.
section.
Who reads about the author? When is he gonna release the book?
Go there.
Thank
Make him
you.
write new books for me. And I guess
Good for
you.
you.
Are you awesome? No, so you're
Wait.
upset about the cliffhanger now, I assume?
They were about to fly the thing into the dirt.
You know what? If he doesn't want to write it, we'll have you eat his hand. How's that?
Well, then how can he write it if he doesn't have a hand?
What if he refuses?
I guess you could transcribe it to somebody.
Oh, Hank has more like basic logic than Kaido. I just feel like he actually understands causality.
He can eat his non-writing hand. If he
If I eat
refuses.
his hand, he can't write the book. See,
The,
that's
the
a
worst
foreign
part of
concept.
all of this is that when Graham becomes like an epic level lich and they look into his evil background story, this is what comes up.
Just
Then they'll just be like, that paladin tried to help him keep them on a straight and narrow. Whatever happened to him? He also became an evil lich.
the Lich Lord Graham, like, yo, I heard one time he beat the fuck out of an author to make him write a book.
Was just
We
hanging
did
out with
not
bad
beat
kids
the
at the
shit out of
time.
that author.
He was quoted as saying, "Whatever, this might as well happen too."
He only lost his left hand. He can still write with his right.
And he's left-handed.
So you can eat his right hand then.
Okay.
Could we maybe not promise to eat the hands of authors we're miffed with?
Too
We're
late.
just-
He already promised.
We're just gonna
If he
go
doesn't
do a
write it, if
welfare
he doesn't
check.
write that book, he will eat his right
Welfare
hand.
check.
The welfare would be if we stay away from him at this rate.
Hank climbs over and turns into like a little saddlebag and like hooks himself onto Aurora. Let's
Okay.
go. We ride. Well, I ride. You can walk. I don't care. Some of you may ride.
We're going on a boat.
We sail while I ride.
You know, Pirate Lord Hank sounds pretty good.
I can be a pirate. Give me a hat. I'll be a pirate.
Eye patch?
Yes. Peg leg. No, wait. No peg leg. Give me a parrot, though. I promise
Parrot.
I won't eat it.
I was about to say
first.
That seems like a very
First?
swift way to have no parrot.
So you're gonna eat the parrot eventually.
Well, eventually.
He
It's a
doesn't
parrot.
listen. Probably.
It's made of meat in it.
Group.
You ever eat a parrot? Maybe they taste great. I've seen a picture of them once. They feel like they taste like they would be kind of fruity. They're very colorful. That's how it works, right?
I don't think so.
Oh
I don't
well,
think
I
that's
lived in
how
a
it
wizard house for like my entire life, which
I'm
honestly
pretty sure
is
that
like,
is how it works, Hank. Don't worry. I'll find you.
and honestly, I'm only like 2 months old, so
You
He's
see that
only
title?
2 months old.
He's
Jeez.
2 months old and he has more common sense than you.
I know.
oh yeah, the
mean-
wizard. He made me, and then he gave it to you.
To be fair, Zorse probably has more common sense than me.
Right now, Zorse is just a pile of bones. I haven't re-resed him.
That statement still stands.
Yeah, no.
Resurrecting Zorse is just one more like chore. Graham's just like, I'll do it later.
I mean, right now it's just kind of impractical. I need to find a way to make it more practical.
We will go and get him to write more novels, and I guess whatever else you were going up there for, I wasn't strictly paying attention.
Dragons.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah. Dragons. Wait. Don't they breathe fire?
No. So
Some
the green
of them?
poison.
Oh. Well, I failed to see how that's any better. In fact, if anything, it's worse.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Crossblades, buddy.
I've been a member of you guys for like a month now. Hey, where's my medallion? I don't remember saying an oath.
That's why you don't have the medallion.
I promise I will eat the hands of whatever comes my way.
There you go.
That's a solid oath.
Good enough for me. Welcome, buddy.
Let's get you a gun.
Wow. Texas Simulator.
I could have a gun. Fern, can I have your gun for a second?
No, no,
Please?
no.
You don't even have hands to use. Does he have hands?
I got pseudopods. Those are like hands.
No, you cannot have the gun.
Pseudopods.
I'll
They're
get
like pods, kinda.
I'll get a gun. I'll get a gun. Just mark my words.
Chekhov's fucking mimic.
I'd say no, you won't, but I'm not putting anything off the table anymore.
Yeah, no.
Everything's possible here.
I could get a gun if I want to.
I mean, at some point, at some point, Lucian's probably gonna tell the truth. So,
Let's not go too far now. Just roasting the shit out of him while he's staring into infinity in the back of the room.
he's gonna watch the video anyway.
Alright. Let's go on the boat. Yeah! On,
Yeah.
valiant steed. Wait. Fern, can you tell this valiant steed to yeah?
Aurora's just like sitting there.
Aurora's like,
What's
what is
going
this thing on me?
Alright, so we're
Piddle's
going on the
ready for
boat
boat
now.
You know
Piddle
how
sticks a feather in his cap and says he's ready to go.
you know how Kirby like completely swallows things. I imagine that's Hank.
It is I, Macaroni.
They come out partially digested.
Oh god.
There's a lot of stomach acid in there, unless that's not.
Anyway, to the boat.
I'll ride Aurora to the boat with Hank as a saddleback.
Haha! A rabbit.
Ah,
You arrive at the boat. Jackson has gone ahead and gotten you all passage. Hands back Fiffle the amount of money, 10 gold, that has not been spent.
The ex-pirate is the most honest of us.
it's kind of scary.
I mean, we did save his life instead of just killing him when that was within our power. I guess that counts for something.
I think that would be like extortion, but
Why is there unspent gold?
you gave him 30 and he got passage for all of you.
We're food.
He was supposed to buy rations and shit too, though.
He got you like 5 rations.
All right, that's probably enough.
Thank you kindly, Jackson.
Piffle shrugs because he doesn't know.
Hold down the fort while we're gone.
I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing, but yeah, I'll take care of that. And me and Jimmy got our little.
Listen, I need you to understand, my standards are extremely low. I have very little faith in anything going to plan,
Well,
or even the most efficient
what?
path between aim.
When we leave, that's the safest that Viderheim or Boxball is.
I gotta say, the only thing that goes according to plan is nothing going according to plan.
Not wrong.
But he points you to it's a keelboat. Has a sail on it that will let it actually use the wind to go upriver. It's slow, but it's steady. You'll get up north probably about a week's time, just for the very fact that it can, keep going at night. And doesn't have to worry about, roads. So, I guess I'll see you guys in, 2 weeks' time, thinking about it. Maybe longer.
Hopefully not, but be seeing you.
Well, on the plus side, by the time you get back, the bar should be more or less done, mostly. Well, you got a few weeks left out of it, but we'll see what happens.
We're gonna make sure to monetize the shit out of that bar, guys.
Yeah. I assume Fipple's already making plans for like what he's gonna do in that bar.
How fast can I turn this
Water
place
down
into
the
a
drinks.
fence?
Water down the drinks. Water down the drinks.
It's like a la carte in Castlevania Season 3. Oh my god, I am losing my mind.
All right. Well, we'll call it for here, and we can pick it up next week with you all boarding the boat.
That was fun.
Yay.
Hopefully,
Did somebody,
Graham's in-character surliness does not reflect negatively upon you. That's not what I mean. I'm having a good time. Graham is
So
the
who?
hell.
So who rode Lucy?